So when is this event?
So this event, as I said, it's called Exclusion to Inclusion, and it's going to take place on the 27th of October this year, and it's at the St. Oswald's Retirement Village. Now, that's the brand new village that's built behind B&Q at St. Oswald's.
Okay.
So it's out there. It's actually behind B&Q.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy to find. It's behind B&Q. We will provide lunch, and we'll have a number of guest speakers during the morning session, and in the afternoon we're going to do some workshops, and we want people to work with us to identify some of those barriers and tell us how we can break down some of those barriers.
Okay. And is this open to anybody or just carers?
It's open to carers only. We're going to, at the moment, we're just targeting carers, and because we want to work with them on the low level, and then what we want to come out of the day is to get an action plan that all the agencies will sign up to, and we can work to try to implement some of those changes. Okay. So we'd like, main thing coming out of it, ideas of how black carers we can improve access to services, but the second one is about how we're going to get some people to represent the views of carers. That's a biggie. It's a massive one, because there are things like fear about speaking up in public. You know, we need to, in general, black community needs to increase their presence within the public domain. Okay. But I can only support the black carers to do that. So we want to try and develop a black carers voice. There are some carers groups already out there doing some of it on low level, but we want to try and coordinate it all and bring it together. Okay. Now, one of those groups is Dorrit White's got a focus group, Learning Disabilities.
Tell us how many spaces you have available for this event?
Right, now we're hoping to be overwhelmed. We have 60 places for this event, and obviously if you get overwhelmed, we will have to look at how we incorporate those additional people at a later stage, but we've only got 60 places, so we need to hear from people quite as soon as possible. If we will provide lunch, so don't worry about that. The event will take place 10 to 3:30, and you'll have hot lunch and refreshment, and we'll have a few therapies running on the day as well, and some information stands. And if you're struggling to get there, we have actually also, because that's one of the other barriers, we've made sure that we've provided transport for, free of charge. So there'll be a pickup at GL1 Leisure Centre at 9:15. Okay. And there will be a pickup at the Resource Centre in the High Street, Cheltenham, also at 9:15.
Okay.
So for those of you who are interested in coming, you need to call 01452 427 605. And you'll get through to myself or to Carol Francis, who's my work colleague, and we can put your name down to attend the event. We do need to hear from people by the 17th of October, so that's your last chance, is 17th of October. We would love to see you. We would love to hear from some new people. I know there are a lot of carers out there getting on and doing it, but it is essential, as the emailer said, that people do come out and do attend this event. Just to finish, years when I used to work for Carers Gloucestershire, and I used to be the Black Carers Development Worker, and I established some very good contacts with an organisation, a national organisation called the Althea Trust, and they have a national Black Carers Workers Network. Okay. And they are looking also at increasing the carers' voice right at a national level, but regionally and locally as well. So they are going to be our guest speakers, and I'm hoping that they're going to deliver an inspirational talk to our Black carers in Gloucestershire to explain to them why it's so important to be engaged and to be included in service development and service delivery. So it should all in all be a very good day. We'll hear some of the success stories from that network, and there will be also carers from that network to give their inspirational stories. So it's very much going to be a BME inspired event, and let's hope it's a good day, and that the carers and certainly the organisations that are working together to make it happen get something positive out of it.
Okay. So again, the theme is exclusion to
inclusion.
Exclusion to inclusion.
That's correct, yes.
And it's on the 27th October at St. Oswald Village. For those of you who might be wondering where that is, just at the back there, B&Q, behind the B&Q, and it is for carers. And if you want to get in touch with Althea, it's 01452 427 605. Now, I beg you, those of you out there who are carers, please do not treat this lightly. You need to take advantage of this. It's an opportunity for you to go, let your voice be heard, because the more people that is, attending this, you're sending a message to the right persons who indeed will be there, who make decision as it relates to what is happening. You're doing a vital job and you should not treat it lightly.
That's correct. Thank you very much for that.
So if you're a carer, go along, get involved. There's much to gain from doing this. And as I've said before, there are times when we just sit at home and we complain and complain and complain. Here is now an opportunity for you to allow your voice to be heard. Althea, I want to thank you very much for coming in on Family Time.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Certainly, the whole aspects of family is caring. And since it was about care, I'm very happy that you have been able to come in and to share. And I hope you will see the benefit from having come in this evening.
Okay, then.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much for having me, and I hope that we see some of you on the event on the 27th.
No problem. I keep pushing it.
That's the word, you heard me?
GFF.